put together hot dogs and other things, chips and cookies, but hot dogs is the main course. And we go down on the inner city of Columbus and kind of a poor area near the shelter, and we feed outside of the open shelter. Everybody knows, you know, as that, the hot dog people. I kind of had a burden for the people on the street, and a lot of the people that really needed the help, it seemed like they were outside the church, they weren't inside the church. And I felt a burden to go out into the streets. When we first started, but we were just kind of pooling our money together. It's kind of a struggle for a while to do it every week, you know, I know if you had enough money for the next week.
Now John's done it he'll be going on, I think, 5 years.
Yeah, I think
and consistently, he's never missed a Tuesday. Never has missed one. And the pastor asked him one time, he said, are you going tonight? Maybe you shouldn't go, because it was you know, almost blizzard conditions.
Yeah.
And John said, those guys count on me, and I'm going to be there. And he went.
I started off, you know, pretty much early in the morning, because I got a lot of different places that I go pick up stuff that's donated, and they give me the cakes and pies and stuff that they pull off the shelf that day. I go over to the church and I drop all that off there. I get there at 9 and I take a time out for prayer. I just drop the stuff off in the kitchen and I go pray for about an hour, 9 to 10. And then I come back out and make sure everything's set up for the ladies, and I go on over to the food bank. I order stuff there that's been donated, like from large corporations. From there, I usually go buy oldies. I buy the bun-length hot dogs there. When I get back to the church, the ladies usually already got it started, and I jump and help either unload my van, my stuff, and then help them get the stuff cut up. Leave there, I'm usually pretty much putting the stuff together here, getting ready. When she gets home about 2:20, then she jumps in and starts helping get stuff ready. And then we have a few people from the neighborhood and from our church that come to help wrap up the hot dogs and stuff. I've always told people, I said, I'm not going to give somebody something I wouldn't eat. I've heard some pretty nasty stuff that people got. We eat the same hot dogs ourselves, and we like them. So even though they're pretty economical price that we get them for, there's a good taste.
Good hot dogs.
This goes to the first shelter. It's the first batch, which is 200.
My dad was an alcoholic most of his life. Like before he died, he got cleaned up and he started his own halfway house. And he was helping people run AA meetings and stuff. And at that time, I was doing my own run around and drinking. You know, why this was going on. And when I realized that that wasn't where I was happy, you know, some people say, well, you're doing just kind of like what your father did, you know, in a kind of a sense, you know. And I see that.
They just take help, hope, and hot dogs. You know, those things all go together. They go down to people that have no hope, that live in a day at a time, an hour at a time, and fill their stomachs with hot dogs and share the gospel with them.
And there's been times where we went and we fed under the bridges, and it was night, and it started to get dark, and you walk out and you see the skyline, you see the city of Columbus, and you see all the money. There's the city of Columbus, but yet there's someone sleeping under the sidewalk, you know. It's just kind of wild contrast to see the two. This whole area is dead set against the shelter not being there. You know, like anything else, moving to somebody else's town. All they see is a negative. They see the drinking, but they don't see the people that I meet.
I'd like to be in full-time street ministry where I can put all of my effort, all of our effort together. I really want to continue doing just what we do. I think with all the people and the help that we got, we'll be able to do it all.